Good evening, you all. This is Reverend Bridge. Yes, I have hair conditioner in my hair. I'm in my pajamas. This is the perfect New Year's Eve evening for me. Back in the day, I would have been getting ready to go out, y'all, and bring in the New Year in, dancing and having fun with my friends. But praise be to God, I'm in a different season in life. Had two church services today. One at my church, celebrated with two other churches. I had a wonderful day in the Lord. But for me to be up here with my hair with conditioner in it, y'all done see my natural hair now, okay, without the braids and everything else that I do to it. And to be in my pajamas, I cannot let the new year come in without giving you all the prophetic warning that God has shown me. I thought I was crazy, but I've seen other people posting on YouTube, pretty much, parallel messages to what God has shown me, not trying to dampen anybody's New Year's Eve, New Year's Day, but we do have to take heed to the messages. I say time and time again, I'm not a prophet, but I know when God shows me something in a dream, I can take it to the bank. So it's a few things. The first thing that fell in my spirit, this was before I went to the evening service at St. Mark AME Church. The pastor that preached this evening there was Reverend Alexander, and his message about come out of the darkness and put on the full light, the armor of God, basically, and stop, living in sin and pretending like you're saved when you're really not saved. You're still operating in darkness. There may be some things that you haven't dealt with. And that was just so on point with the conversation that I had this morning with Apostle Sharon. We were just talking about how people, try to live on both sides of the track. They go to church, they serve in the church, go to Bible study. You see them all the time, but they're still not living a life that's holy. And God is not pleased with us as Christians and what we're doing. So, I think about all the things that we say we don't agree with. We say we don't believe in witchcraft because we serve the Most High God. But yet every New Year's Eve, you all put things out there like, hey, make sure you wash all your clothes. All these different superstitions. Make sure you have your black eyed peas cooked. You have your collard greens cooked and eat them on New Year's Day so that you have good luck in the New Year's coming up. How can you say that you serve and believe in a God, but you put your faith in superstition? Black eyed peas, collard greens are not going to bring you good luck. If you don't wash all your clothes before New Year's Day, that is not a bad omen. I mean, come on, y'all. We wear clothes every day. Clothes get dirty when you wear them. So if you wash on New Year's Day, that just means you didn't get a chance to wash them on New Year's Eve or before New Year's Eve. Your clothes get dirty, so you're going to have to wash them regardless. But we have to stop living these double lives and saying that we believe in God and that we serve God, but yet we buy into these superstitions and we pass this stuff on to our kids. But then, we wonder why we're not being blessed to the fullest. I mean, for everybody that, eats the black eyed peas and the collard greens or whatever else that you eat on New Year's Day that's supposed to bring in prosperity and good luck and good fortune, how's that working for you? I mean, I'm sorry. I know plenty of people that don't eat black eyed peas or collard greens, and I'm sorry, they way richer than the average black person that I know. So all I'm saying is we have to stop with the superstitions and start putting our faith in the Most High God, who is the only one that can bless us. He may bless us through a person or a situation here on this realm, but it is from Him. So I'm through with that. The other thing is, y'all put some water aside. Put some food aside because the prices are going to be astronomical in 2024. God has shown me that there are going to be people, we already have people who are having to choose between buying food and paying a bill, but it's going to get worse in 2024 2024 is going to be a very difficult year. There are a lot of things that are going to happen. Last week, I had a dream about a big tidal wave that was hitting like a causeway, like a 2-lane highway that I was driving on. And my son was like, Mom, look at that big old wave. And I put the car in reverse and was trying to speed backwards in the dream. Well, the dream had a double meaning for me. Something happened personally that was equivalent to a tidal wave for me. But then when I looked at the news and saw that California was flooding from these big waves, I was like, okay, God was just showing me another thing that was about to happen. So all I'm saying is, a lot of times we look at people like they're crazy when they share a word, when they share the revelations that God has shown them, or however they get it, whether they see it, whether they dream it, whether they hear it in the spiritual realm, whatever. Listen, we got to stop shunning people because God speaks to all of us. It's just that some people are more open to listening and receiving what God says versus others. But, I'm just going to tell you, take heed to that one. I am pretty much sure that 2024 prices are going to be worse than they are now. So, stock up on what you need, the basics, especially water. We've already seen water contamination. We've seen, lead, cadmium, all of these other things that are happening to the water. It had been happening in Detroit. Then it started happening in Mississippi. I said this long before it even happened in Mississippi that they were going to tamper with the water supply. I shared that with a few people that I talked to. And of course, when it happened, they were like, girl, you said this. And I said, hey, it's going to get worse. But, there's nothing to fear if you are a child of God. If you know who you belong to, you have nothing to worry about. I'm not going to say it's not going to be difficult, but God will provide. He always has a ram in the bush. And, just keep the faith and keep on pushing and you'll be okay, because what I do know, those who have been last are about to be first, and those who have been first are definitely about to be last. So anyway, Happy New Year. I'm getting ready to do what I've been waiting to do all day. Sit on my sofa and look at Netflix and bring in the new year watching a movie. So anyway, you all have a wonderful new year. Happy New Year. Be blessed. And I will talk to you all on the next time.